Commentary on the news. Basically, nobody watches the news no more. So you can use our channel, MVTV, to give y'all real understanding and real play of the news. That's right, y'all. Today is March 20th, 2025. Let's see what's going on around the world. Within this 1 hour stream, we are going to eventually come to the mission as how we are going to bring and amalgamate 12 groups of people in our community, 12 major groups that is going to bring the alert to anyone that is in our community that is understanding of network. Anyways, let's start with this news that we're hearing about Tesla being burnt down and a lot of problematics with in regards to Elon Musk. When you cause strange problems in the world for people, for their life, you cause this type of strange misunderstanding, and you thinking you're just saving people's jobs or whatever the hell you think, you're causing a lot of problem. You're causing a lot of problems is what people don't understand. Guys like Elon Musk don't understand. They seem to think they are not causing problem. They're doing their job. They are Doge. It's ridiculous, y'all. We need to make some people understand truth. We need to really make some people understand truth. Because the truth of the matter is, the truth of the matter is, who give these people any right to exist in this world like this? Who give these people any right to use the government systems of tax and use the government system of collection and use everything the government, which is us, the communities? Who give them any right to have stock markets in a position that they were constantly doing so much atrocities? Their parents are killers. Their parents are stealers. Everything they do is continuously wickedness. And yet, these people would like to pretend that this whole Internet of Things is something that they feel like they can control without transparency. It's so sad. No wonder Tesla is being burnt down to the ground. No wonder everyone is hating on Trump and Elon Musk. As much as some people want to pretend they like him, they think he can actually make people go nuts. No, they don't like him. They think he's entertaining because he's like a clown. He's like a clown with no understanding. A clown with no pounds. He don't even smoke the product he has. He's completely out of whack. It's what you call dementia. The middle stage of dementia. It's so bad that history would, what you see in front of you, is a autonomy motion picture community in the west coast of Africa. And an autonomy that thrives based on content and content insurance. We have no time for these people anymore trying to cut budgets, slash budgets, and do a whole lot of stuff to confuse the masses because they've stolen our money. They've stolen our understanding of community. They've stolen everything we do social-wise. And that's why all their products should be burnt down or they should be brought to the table. But unfortunately, they have some stupid blonde chicks that Trump hires that want to speak like there's some pornography, like they're on some kind of, OnlyFan build-up. They're building up their OnlyFan so that most men, horny white men, see them on the news looking all like they're hunting down criminals, or they're FBI, so-called Pam Bondi, Pamela Henderson. You get it? These are all Trump's what you call pageant hires. Women that he got fellatio from during the pageant days, now he's putting them in the forefront on the screen on Fox and different news channels and positions of secretaries, all because he knows these women are all going to do porn and Pornhub or YouPorn or even what you call OnlyFans 2.0 when they finish their so-called jobs. This is the reverse psychology they want to do to America. America is ran by pornography. America's whole entire GDP is based on sex. America's whole entire GDP is witchcraft because it doesn't belong to them based on their ingenuity, but based on the citizens' work ethics and complete understanding of nation building, which is a lot of us black folks. We built America. We understand nation building. We understand we are the ones that are grouping up and trying to bring kumbaya, but no more kumbaya. We no longer need a kumbaya with these folks. Not all skin folks is skin folk. Or not all kin folk is skin folk. All skin folk is kin folks. We have no more time for these clowns. Crowns over clowns. Anyways, that is my 2 cents I had to say. Let me play you guys some stupidity that some of these Pornhub, what you call OnlyFan blonde chicks that pretend they have any power or any sort of might in their hand, when they have no might, no understanding, no power, just waiting to suck a loser off because he has some kind of money he robbed from a community of residential owners that never paid attention to them having stocks in their residency. This is how the world should run. We should not be paying rent forever. How dare these people pretend we're here to play their game. We're here to confound you. We're here to make sure you understand not. And when you bring your children here to take over your so-called legacy, legacy not. They will see none, because at the end of the day, they don't want your blood spilling because you don't know why you get your business you got. You don't know anything of any nature. But all you want to do is espionage work with police, with people that are like thieves. You all want to consult with them. But we get it. You are the enemy. Let's listen in.
We're going to take it lying down. Fox News alert: the Trump administration is fighting back against an explosion of political violence across America. I'm Harris Faulkner. You are in the Faulkner Focus. The FBI is investigating a wave of dangerous attacks from liberals on Tesla cars and dealerships. The Justice Department is promising there will be severe consequences for anyone involved in this violence. Vandals have done everything from shooting at dealerships, setting charging stations on fire, and painting swastikas.
That's right. See what people do when you do wrong to them?
Endorsed what they are calling #Tesla takedown. Since Trump took office, there have been already 13 major attacks against Teslas at multiple locations. Now remember, these are people's jobs too, but there's a dangerous element in all that. I'll get to it in a moment. These incidents range from Oregon to Massachusetts. Attorney General Pam Bondi promises the guilty parties are going to pay.
They're targeting Tesla owners, they're targeting Tesla dealerships, they're targeting Elon Musk, who is out there trying to save our country, and it will not.
Look at her. Keep her mouth open. See? Look at her. She looked like that blonde chick that trying to screw me because her husband could not perform. I know these types. President Trump had her already. And now she's doing a job like she's so focused. And look at this guy's face. He looks like, oh my God. Pam, wow, President Trump got you in front of this. Why aren't you sucking me off anymore? These people don't understand. Their whole life is based on concupiscence and bewitching of nothingness. They're not trying to solve no problem. They're not problem solvers. They're not community helpers. They're not here for no community. Elon Musk ain't saving no country. Elon Musk can't even save his goddamn doo-doo coming out of his backside. Let alone he's saving some kind of country called whatever. He makes cars that kill people. How dare he act like he understands something special called financing. He never even worked for KPMG. And you guys don't even trust someone that worked for that firm. Let alone you trust a fool that you think he can go to Mars. He came from his mother's behind, came from his mother's womb, and he thinks he can harvest Mars and create life forms out there when you're not supposed to be there. That is the type of clowns we are letting them lead. All because there is no understanding of these people are done with their ideas. Their brain is becoming what you call dementia. No longer will we allow them. This is why we got to move and separate and dismantle their whole system so they can understand that we are the government in your so-called governmental body of systems. You guys are just wicked managers pretending to understand how to keep your bank protected, which is bullshit. Because at the end of the day, your bankers are all in parachute mode to fly off the plane and go hide somewhere in the bushes, full of nothingness and wickedness and fiat currency.
Tolerated. We are coming after you. We will find you. And if you are an organized group who is funding
Whatever
this, we're
gold
going to find
they
you
think
too.
they have.
White House.
Look at her, see? That's why they cut her off. She's talking scripted stuff. We will find you, we will get you, just like the immigration so-called jerk-off czar. We will find you, we will make you pay, we will bring you to the full extent of the law, we will make sure shut your mouth and go on your damn knees and show us what you're made of.
Secretary Caroline Leavitt says it is time for everyone to speak out against the attacks and points out the glaring double standard.
We certainly think it's despicable, the violence that has taken place against Tesla, the company, its employees, and also
You see? Look how fast she talks. Let her talk before I tell y'all what I think.
Many of them are Democrats, by the way. Democrats were big supporters of Tesla and of electric vehicles until Elon Musk decided to vote for Donald Trump. So we would like Democrats to also come out.
She's anxiety twisted.
That we have seen.
Percocets,
From Caroline Leavitt.
heroin,
She's in focus with me
cocaine.
coming up next.
This is all these people do. And look at her, she changed herself now. She go do makeup more. See, another OnlyFan. Another fucking Pornhub, what you call, white boy favorite Pornhub girl. Because they're gonna entice her, and look at her too. She knows that lady is definitely gearing up for Pornhub. Because she's like, oh man, you're gonna get a lot of millions. Yeah, all these men around the world that's gonna wanna screw you, that's gonna wanna do you because they saw you as President Trump's White House aide and as President Trump's security guard and whatever czar or whatever crap you do. They're gonna remember seeing your face on the news and they're gonna tell all their friends they're banging you an OnlyFan. This is how sick these people have gone and taken this economy. Why do you think the internet exists now? They're playing out their life and their mission of complete bewitching of naughtiness. Thus says the Bible. And God knows them, and God is only giving them a short time till he dismantle and disrupt everything they ever work for.
Let's go to senior correspondent Alicia Cunha. Alicia.
Hi, Harris. And there is a website now that says it's posting names, addresses, and phone numbers of Tesla owners and encouraging folks to vandalize in protest. And as Attorney General Pam Bondi promises to go after those firebombing and spray painting dealerships, the president had this to say to Laura.
How the hell does she have an Attorney General job? Who is she? Nobody knows her from scratch. No one knows her from Adam. That's what happened. She was the wicked snake in the garden. And that's why these black women don't understand. Don't stand behind none of these fools, corporate owners. They're corpse. They're dead people, deaf adders. They don't hear nothing. But it's like when a guy is horny, he doesn't hear nothing. Why do you think he fills up his company full of horny women? Look at her. She looked like the chick that just tried to fire me. Like as if she hired me. She never hired me. I'm taking care of my community. I'm a community manager. She looks like exactly like her. With her mouth open. Yeah, because these types, they like to use sex as magic on you. Look up at you like they're sucking your dick while they talk to you. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. We're just letting these people know we smell your wickedness, and no sex is gonna turn us on and put us into some kind of disarrangement because of your foolishness.
Lunatics are setting fire to Teslas all across the country. Do you consider this an act of domestic terrorism?
I think so.
Why?
I think that if and when they catch the people, and I hope they do, the good thing is they have a lot of cameras in those places, and they've caught some.
Look at him. If and when they catch the people. This guy reminds me of my friend, Mike Harden. A man that wanted to be like Tom Cruise and do risky business. He started pimping in a way of recruiting women with his website skills. And the women thought it was a big agency, but they realized, oh, he's all by himself. And he's got a couple of brothers with him that he likes to use to drive around. So what happened with that guy was, I had a nice Mercedes-Benz. I had my nice Mercedes-Benz before even that. I said, all right. Suddenly when the women saw my Mercedes-Benz, they all ran to me. They made him look stupid renting cars, trying to be a PI, MP, with his stupid little condo. So they ran to me and started working with me because I said, listen, I don't do this. And they're like, don't worry, just manage us. You seem like you know what you're doing. And we like the way black men think because it's always progressful. White men always want to destroy things, and that's the truth. Because they have jealousy and hate, and it just sucks that they just don't like to play ball accordingly. Because they think we always have more skills in sports than them. So they think we have more skills in economics than them, so they're in fear. Instead of understanding their role, they like to overplay their role.
Having to do with that, I think that you will find out that they're paid by people that are very highly political on the left.
No, they're paid by people highly political on the right, the left, the up, the down, and just average people that are just angry that no one's listening to them on how to be transparent in dismantling things and reassembling things. Can't have this clown come bring chainsaw, want to glorify his chopping of government and people's lives. What a fool. The man can't even explain anything in real sentences. Elon Musk is I'm talking about. He can't explain anything in real sentence, and he keeps thinking he has some kind of genius nature. An evil genius might be something that he probably has, because an evil genius is a fool that thinks he's so smart that he only understands the knowledge he understands and no one else understands it. It's ridiculous. That's like Donald Trump always say, yeah, you already know that, right? He's always trying to confirm his lies to you by telling you, you already know what that is. Yeah, if, you know, if we do this, if not, because it's like a snake trying to run on his belly so fast, but not realizing there's a lot of prickles on the road. There's a lot of rocks. Stop your bullshit. You might get hurt.
For the last 2 months, and ever since Tesla CEO Elon Musk began working with Doge, law enforcement has been responding to scenes similar to this attack at a Las Vegas Tesla.
Yeah, because people don't want him to lose his job now. Because he loses his job as Doge manager, he's a coward. That means he got scared. And this is why you don't put people like that in positions like that. Clown genius, we call them. They want to be famous with no understanding of revenge and no understanding of community. Here's a guy that took over a platform called Twitter, something that was built by a Santa Claus little helper type of guy that want to make messages go around and be free with your messaging. Here's a guy that comes and takes it and calls it X marks the spot. Like a Santa Claus wannabe, because Donald Trump is Santa Claus and Elon Musk is Santa Claus wannabe. He wants to be Rudolph, but he don't understand what he's doing. He's like the AI for Santa Claus in a human, maybe not, form. Because how you gonna bring a company called Tesla, based off of Nikola Tesla, a man that was robbed of his dignity and stripped of his ideas and understanding of his brotherly inventions. But yet, to this day, they want to pretend no, but he's not really a brother to them. Einstein took his idea. And Einstein tried to stop his idea because his idea was revolutionary in a sense of it could be shared to so many of us around the world so we can all run our own economy and be self-sustaining rather than have these wicked wizards behind the scenes pretending to have FBI agencies. Might as well sell pizza because that's what FBI agencies do. It's sell pizza. And they use pizza as espionage. Call it Roman days.
Dealership and service center. The FBI is investigating as incidents have spread to
FPSI.
Tesla storefronts and charging stations in at least 11 states. Police in nearby Lakewood.
See? FBI, I think it really means in terms of spiritual, it's F-peace, I. That's right, they're saying fuck peace. Because I am the one that controls things. That's what FBI really means when you really put it down in baby words and baby understanding. Because if the FBI is a bunch of babies, imagine, why are they controlling the playground? When there's no need to anyone to control the playground. It's controlled by the maker of the playground with his cameras. You goddamn fools.
Colorado are looking for the person who cut.
Just like we don't need police officers that never understand who's in the neighborhood, but yet they're guarding the neighborhood based off fear of what they see on TV. Because they got to go to that neighborhood, so now they want to bang, bang, shoot everybody because they're in fear of their life, as if they're not supposed to be protected and serving. It's because of concupiscence businesses, and it's because of bewitching of naughtiness. Now these people want to be cops just to screw with each other in cop cars and put it on OnlyFans and make top dollars and escape on an island and pretend to go rob kids in Africa of their gold and diamonds and ways of building their ideas. But they don't understand. They're robbing their own time because they're losing their life faster than they can imagine.
Cords at this Tesla charging station. A handful of arrests have been made around the country, but so far, the FBI has not said if they are connected. And this man has been arrested for keying a woman's Tesla in a Santa...
The way to keep your life longer is to not dismantle your understanding of racism. Racism is not racist. It's not black or white. Racism is not culture. Racism is stopping someone from earning and taking care of their family and life accordingly to the grace that is given. That's racism. It's sad that many people think racism means black versus white or corporation versus not corporation. No. Corporation can exist in a less racism system, but corporations must be met by the people that live in the community that the corporation operates most of its business. You cannot have a corporation pretend to be a couple of private guys that lobbied for our tax dollars based on their sneaky, snaky wickedness they've learned from their fathers. And they think they're gonna run stock markets in New York, but they live in some kind of Omaha, and they wanna pretend to be Warren Buffett, walk around drinking Coca-Cola and pretend you know how to invest. But really, you're a global thief. Yeah, you bark until you get your shares. That's what's Berkshire and Hathaway, whatever you want to call yourself.
A parking lot while she was in Costco.
Just
That's
Hathaway.
just one example of everyday folks now being targeted. And Harris, that website I mentioned off the top.
Oh, you got it. Y'all wanted to be targeted, so now you're being targeted. You media terrorists, all you people that play this game of trying to look so pretty on Instagram, trying to make yourself look like a witch that suck mad fellatio, and pretend that you go home and you have a husband and some family that you don't even give a damn about. You care about the money, and you want to come out here and pretend God don't see your secrets. God don't see what you do behind the scenes. God don't see how you chase that money like a wicked lioness with no understanding. A lion mixed with a hyena.
Reportedly, whomever runs it says they will remove personal information once an owner can prove.
And look at her. She got a long neck for a reason. Harris. I wonder why your name is Harris.
Thank you.
Kamala.
A recent New York Post column called
Because you sucked off Santa Claus. Simple and plain.
out the double standard with this headline: Democrats' silence is damning as leftist violence explodes. Another Donald Trump presidential term, another spate of violence going largely ignored or even smirked at by Democrats and their media friends. Much of this violence and abuse is being laughed off by people who would be weeping if the targets were their own political allies. All of that a quote. Caroline Levitt, White House press secretary, joins me in Focus now. Caroline, good to see you.
About Caroline. She's a wicked woman. She have a wicked name. Caroline. Nas had a song about her. Caroline, I'll play you that song after. But YouTube won't let me air it, so therefore I'm not even gonna play it. But y'all can check it out. We're gonna play all these type of series in this whole contest we're gonna create that's gonna save history wood. That means our history being preserved. Not these news wahala that's confusing everybody and acting like the fight is between Democrats and Republicans when the fight is really between the poor and getting away the so-called rich class full of assholes that pretend that their life doesn't end like a poor man's life ends. Life ends the same way. Why are you trying to make it difficult while we're here?
It's some homework for this segment, and I want to start someplace that no one's talking about. What happens if there's someone in one of these cars, they blow up? That can happen. That becomes murder.
Look at her. Look at her face. When a woman have a look like this, she's like, as soon as she said the word, that becomes murder. She said it, I didn't. And then this woman puts her face like, ooh, I like you. I like you. You're actually on point with the script. You're really on point, like, you know. Like, don't worry, Santa Claus will send you a nice big paycheck. Yeah, and he's gonna walk around with his little helper, Hugh Hefner, whom is still alive. And these people think they're funny with their ways. They're just getting fellatio to stay alive.
Worse, terrorism plus. And I know that on January 20th, the president
And these women
signed
know the
into
secrets.
through an executive order, restoring the death penalty. Do you think this sort of thing, and I hate to think it, people leave their children and pets in cars. I mean, you don't know. This is deadly, dangerous stuff these liberal protesters are playing with.
Yes, it is, Harris. And what I can tell you is that President Trump condemns this violence, and he is determined to restore law and order in our country, and he will ensure that the harshest...
The only thing he's determined about, El Trumpo, the only thing El Trumpo is determined about is robbing the cartels. Because the cartels have taken America into their hands, making these clowns love the idea of doing drugs rather than doing work. And that's the truth. I speak facts. I don't play games, y'all. That's why you can't see me, because I want y'all to not have any biased understanding and explanation of what I'm trying to tell you, because the words that I speak to you are former words of spirit, but I'm putting it in a worldly form so you can understand. We are all spirits, and a lot of these people, you can see right through them. Like, for example, look at her face and look at her face, and you can see if this demon is good or if this demon behind this person is unfortunately against our angelic nature. Look at her face. Right? See, she's like, ooh, I can't wait to destroy the world and just take money and go to the island of Fiji. That's wickedness. She's this type of chick, she's seen money and now she wants it. For the root of all evil is the love of money. And now look at her face. She's like, I don't know, are you guys sure this plan's gonna work? Like, are we gonna like be multi-trillionaires in Epstein Island? I hope so, because like, you know, those old white guys, they gotta really realize like, these black brothers are really talking facts. I mean, I don't know, is Jesus black? Could Jesus be Tupac? I don't know. Like, these brothers they have their own plan. Like, see, you can tell, you can tell. You can tell she is worried because she goes to the meetings and the think tanking, and she's not worried because she trusts in her fathers and her liars and thieves. So she's ready to fight at all costs to keep what she think her parents own. It's just that simple. And now let's continue hearing what the Wicked Witch have to say.
Penalties are pursued for those who are engaging in this vicious violence that we have seen targeted at this American company, Tesla dealerships, Tesla employees, and also innocent Americans who have chosen to drive these vehicles. Many of them, ironically, are likely
words
Democrats.
that AI told you to say. Innocent, innocent, innocent. Ain't nobody getting hurt. We just want to understand why you hurting people. Innocent people. Why are you firing people? That's all the people are asking. Now, I'm not advocating violence, or I'm not saying I'm part of anything. I'm not part of anything. I'm just giving you guys the news in a spiritual format. And we're going to move ahead and go to the next news, y'all. We don't want to hear too much of what they got to say, but we'll give them another 1 minute. Speak.
They pointed out there is a major double standard here. The Democrats used to be the greatest cheerleaders for electric vehicles and for Tesla, the company,
Lies.
until Elon Musk decided to support and vote for Donald Trump.
Lies.
So the Trump derangement syndrome from the left is on true display with these attacks. It is getting dangerous, and the White House wholeheartedly condemns it. And we applaud Attorney General Pam Bondi for investigating these acts.
Look at him, giving himself accolades so quicker than they can even solve a problem. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's move forward. So that's the Elon evil Tesla file. Moving along to the next popular idiot that's on Clowns Under Crowns News. We're going to see what's happening on the news. So, Tesla is getting it while Donald Trump is lying about Robin. Robin is his protege, as Donald Trump is Batman. And he damn well knows it too. A billionaire becomes president of Gotham City. You got that right. There's a whole lot of trouble behind what he thinks he knows. But let's check out another news. Let's see what's happening. And then we'll give you guys a take.
Is everybody ready to make some money?
And this guy over here, whatever his name is, Clown Cardone, he's a liar. Don't listen to that guy. Don't ever buy nothing from him. These guys do cocaine every day.
Canada versus the United States.
With your money.
These nations were once the closest of allies, but now a spanner has been thrown in the works, courtesy U.S. President Donald Trump. Trump has been putting pressure on Canada ever since he returned to the White House. He has imposed tariffs on Canadian goods on items like steel and aluminium. And more tariffs are set to follow on the 2nd of April. That's when the next batch of Trump tariffs come into effect. Meanwhile, Trump has also been talking about annexing Canada. He's called their border an artificial line, and he said he wants to make Canada the 51st American state.
Crack the can open then, Trumpo.
Canada's former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, referring to him as Governor Trudeau, and all of this.
You see, this is how spiritually, since we're on a spiritual discernment of the news and things that's going on in real time, we're giving y'all something special here. Content you can't pay for, because you can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up. He's trying to take over his neighbor, like Quagmire trying to take over Flanders' woman. All because Flanders is a nerd. So he wants to crack the can open of his woman. It's crazy. It's crazy, but the way the Lord is stirring the pot spiritually, he's making these folks act like whatever they've acted already in the bedroom and behind closed doors is what they're in fact acting on top of in open transparency. By the time you know it, they're all going to start dressing up in them variety shows and start doing the Trump dance. You're going to do the, you know, the Pam Bondi positions. It's so crazy. You have to take this with a grain of sugar, because at the end of the day, sweet laughter is on the way.
Has left Canadians furious, including their new Prime Minister, Mark Carney. Carney just had his first official...
By the way, this snaky Carney became Prime Minister so sneakily, like as if, whoa, there's no election, he's in, no problem. Yeah, he's a finance guy, he's our genius guy that knows what... No. You just know Bill. Bill knows you, and that's your father, and you are the son. And now, unfortunately, Trudeau was just an uncle that you put in position. Now you want to come and talk like you can stand up to big business and deals? Carney Snaky? The truth of the matter is, y'all are some soft, what you call, diaper-wearing country that don't understand how to use these people to really create political stars. Because Canada is failing to put the grants behind that. Canada is ruling from the middle like a pom-pom. Canada wants to share with everybody like America. She's a whore.
Trip, and he did not go to the United States, which is telling. Instead, he chose to go to France and the UK. In France, he met President Emmanuel Macron. Carney said
Yeah,
he wanted
the
to
other whore. These guys are a bunch of whores that are running rampant with other whores. Like the Bible called them, the whore of Babylon. Their whoredom has reached the heavens. They frameth law with mischief, for their end shall be in 1 hour. Within an hour.
force ties with quote-unquote reliable allies.
It ain't fun when these monkeys have a gun.
It was a clear dig at the US. Yesterday in the UK, Carney was even more blunt
So now we're done.
when he spoke about Trump's comments.
We've called out those comments. They're disrespectful. They're not helpful.
Look at him.
And they need to stop before, and they will have.
That's Mike Hardin,
Sit down and have
the
conversations
wannabe
about
pimp.
our partnership with the
That
United
Trump
States.
became better pimp than him.
The Trump tariffs.
See?
And how Canada
Y'all don't understand, y'all. You gotta see these people like how you see some of your so-called friends. If they're not family, why are they ruling your community? If they're not in your community, why are they talking about nationalism? Ain't no nationalism. I have no idea who are you if you even exist. And that may sound radical. And that may sound so radical. Oh, we need order. We need law. We need representation. That's a little racist, don't you think, Mr. Moses? No, it's not racist. Pharaoh did not exist to Moses once Moses knew the truth. Pharaoh was just a tool that Pharaoh believed in himself as the tool. But the minute Moses stopped believing in Pharaoh's rule, Pharaoh became like the wind. Fly away. You're full of crap. Liar.
respond. Canada has already put some reciprocal tariffs in place, but the Prime Minister explained that there is a limit to that.
So this will be very deliberate, and they're
Look at him. See? He's saying this is the limit or deliberate. He's saying this is the limit. What are you saying, man? This hour has 60 minutes, not 22 minutes, sucker. If that's your joke, you ain't funny. Canada. You don't even understand what you're saying. All because you're playing like how you play in sports, in your sports. You play like somebody should give you a winner championship. They should give you a handout championship like the Toronto Raptors. How Kawhi Leonard did that shot that gave Canada the little bit of ounce of hope that they could stand up to this bully. But then what did Black Canada do? Go back in the corner and say, we don't exist. You should have rallied behind that shot and say, yo, we need more drops. We can lead Canada forward because we're champions. These so-called leaders in Canada, they don't understand championship. They don't understand sports. Politicalness is a sport. It's not a religion. These folks got to just say F off. Lead from behind. Stop pretending. Because you think you have some kind of renownedness. Nobody knows you or want to see your face if you don't have power enough for people to want to see your entertainment. That's right. And as Revolutionary Entertainment, that's Rent, that's us, we're a private company. We don't even have a website. We're making sure all these fools gonna pay rent. Because we're revolutionizing everything.
There's a limit, full stop. There's a limit to matching these tariffs dollar for dollar, given the fact that our economy is a tenth the size of the United States. Thank you.
And he's right.
In a
Canada
form
is
of a
not
contest
of
and a
America.
challenge.
He can't keep matching the tariffs dollar for dollar.
No Doge without a challenge. That's what these clowns forgot. They forgot the challenge. Challenge people. You don't send them an email and then you fire them. You don't fight your neighbor and then you pretend that you want to make economical upheaval. You don't pretend to like somebody all to get at them with deceit. That's deceitful. It's absolutely wrong. You know, if you don't want to hit the like button, you don't have to hit it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to subscribe. Nobody needs you. You know, jerk off away. Don't worry about it. But what you got to understand is what we're doing out in this world. You got to take a stock of what the hell you're doing out here. So we're going to move on with the news. We don't want to hear no more about these idiots trying to pretend to distract the masses. All to steal, peel, and kill. They all need to be brought to the court of justice, transparency courts, a YouTube special. Tell us, from your perspective, your vision, not your party's vision, what do you bring to the table? Or forever hold your stupid idea back to the drawing table. Otherwise, we'll publicly make you go viral as a clown and put no crowns on you. It is written, and it is said, and it shall be done. Let's go to the next one, last one. We only give 3 just to find out what's going on. So the number 3rd, Wahala news. 1, 2, 3, Wahala news is what's happening in the world of hip-hop. Since we went into the first world, second world, now we're going into the third world. That's hip-hop, Afrobeats, music, Africa, everything in general. That's the third world is what they call it. So we're going to give them what they want. So what's going on in the third world? We're going to go into a little bit of a quick scroll through, because the third world is inclusive of scriptures, a little bit of 5, not even 3 minutes, just to give y'all a little take of what's going on spiritually. So let's give y'all a little 1 minute of the hip-hop world. Currently, Diddy is in jail. We don't really understand
Anthony Rico was someone that Sean
why R. Kelly is still in jail. And all these fools that are trying to pretend that hip-hop has to go into this disarrangement of what you call retirement. We have to end these people's understanding of using our culture against us. So the truth of the matter is, this is crazy, y'all. Everybody out here is trying to get paid off of our calamity and our resolve or our residential living and their so-called DUI. You lucky I gave you DUI, inclusive of my community. How about that? You don't come manage my community unless you let me know you're coming to my community. And that means I'm the official elected community manager. Don't you tell me otherwise.
just walked away from the case. But here's the real kicker. This wasn't just some random legal rep. This was the same guy who once defended one of bin Laden's closest associates. Let that sink in.
Look at that. They're trying to defame, disrespect, dismiss, and completely put you on a level of misunderstanding like most of these so-called BITCHs do. Because they bring confusion. It doesn't matter what you got to say about a man after the fact. The truth of the matter is, just understand what you do is what you do. That means you make a decision, right? You make a choice. If you're in a place with these fellas, you know what goes on in that place, but yet you know what you're there for. You know what you're being paid for. But yet you want to pretend to be a clown with no paycheck. All because they want to now tell you the job is over. But you don't want to be kicked out of the house. So I get it. You have to fight. Because at the end of the day, it's all about respect. Give people adequate notice. It's just a simple and plain. We only give solutions on 1, 2, 3 Wahala. So we're not even going to go too much into that hip-hop world. We know they're attacking all the kings that were kings. Now Jay-Z is being attacked so much that he's about to probably go behind. And unfortunately, you know, for most brothers, we don't understand that God is trying to get our attention to say, nope, I'm on the way. Time to end this pestilence. Y'all don't get it. You're all on heroin. And we don't understand what's going on anymore. The cartels have served the entire world in a form of Luigi, or what you call the universal health care life taker. It's so stupid what's going on that it's laughable. Because at the end of the day, if people don't understand that we got a media to fix everything, we got transparency in our face every day, but yet people want to use it to smear and snare and fear and bear and dare and do a whole lot of crap and think, well, this is Hollywood's model, you know? Just smear each other, just fucking talk shit about each other, just to make people feel like you have a problem with somebody. If somebody don't hate you, you're not really doing anything real. That's what they say sometimes. We gotta realize that's not true. Solution is a bigger economy than a problem. I'm giving y'all gems of facts, spiritual enlightenment that you can't get it anywhere else. If you're here, you're blessed beyond belief. If you hear this sometime in your time, you're even blessed beyond you can understand it. Because at the end of the day, this is what's happening in 2025, y'all. March. If I'm no longer here 50, 100 years later, don't you worry about it. I'm still here. That's right. I'm watching you too. Truth of the matter is, you can never get entertainment by something that is curated on levels that make no damn spiritual sense. That's what you call re-entertainment. They're just re-entertaining you. That means they're retaining you wrongfully. You gotta let them know that, no, I'm here about edutainment. That means show me something to edify and elevate my life. And that's it for me right here, because I know y'all understand what I'm saying. Everybody knows the truth, but nobody wants to put the act to the truth. That's essentially what we represent at ATM. AfriNation Times Media. Don't you worry, we like to do it from organic. And that's the truth of our lives. We love the truth. We don't love you. Don't get it twisted now. Your mama love you.